so these are some of my fundamental or beginner core exercises I like to give to a lot of my clients. First thing I start almost everybody off with, kind of no matter what their goals are, arch and hollow. Shout out to Carl Paoli, who is the person that I got these movements from, and they are a staple in my training. This is the, hollow, the beginner's hollow. Feet here, hands here. No space under my low back. Now, the further my hands get from my feet, the more difficult this will become. The way I grade this, I typically tell people when you first start, hold this for 30 seconds. If you can do it without having your core shake, move on to the next one. So level 0, level 1. So again, level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, and if you're feeling flashy, you can go and go for the rock. You want to be able to hold each position for a minute, ideally, and kind of just flow in between them. So we'll do 30 seconds in hollow. Then I'll have my clients flip into arch for 30 seconds. Now, if I want to get real fancy, I'll give them a 2-pound weight in their hands and have them do arch angels. Typically for a count of 10 to 15. Again, we're trying to hold this for 30 seconds, and ideally you should feel this through the erectors and the lower traps. Now, of course, if you're a coach and you're giving this to a client, definitely check and make sure if they are flexion or extension intolerant in the low back. If they have fusion, stuff like that. Things you should know, this exercise might be a little bit aggressive for people like that. But that's core movement number 1. The core is not just the front, it's also the side and the back. All right, number 2. I teach my clients to do, I'm still in that hollow position, hands on the ground if needed, but the difference here is I'm gonna slowly let my legs down. And once I start feeling a shake, when I'm about to lose tension, I bring it back up and I do a small butt lift. And I'll typically do this for a set of 10. I just call these slow motion letdowns, which sounds like a sad punk rock song. Slow motion letdowns. You can even hold at the bottom, right about there's where I lose it. So if someone's having a hard time feeling the lower core, that's an exercise I'll recommend. Next up, I will do the planking hip dip. So we're gonna go into a plank, and we're gonna dip our pockets to the ground. I typically start people off with a set of 20, but go at whatever pace you want. Again, if you're someone that has lower issues that deal with rotation now, be cautious with that one. Lastly, I teach people that are in kind of that beginner fundamental phase, the sprinter setup, which is the most aggressive of these 4. So you're gonna come here, one leg bent, switch, switch. Then the opposite. You can clap under there if you feel like it. Or you can leave both legs straight out and alternate. Again, typically I do sets of 20, 3 sets of 20. So just to review, hollow position, arch position, hip dip, slow motion let down, and then sprinters sit up. Now, most of these probably go by different names. That's what I call them. All right, So those are some of my staple core exercises for fundamentals and beginners. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.